Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for the commemorative ones, the ones with more than face value, but ideally all of the ones, and yes, all of the ones, it's so nice being able to say that we are still missing. We're missing three of the Commonwealth Games, but not Olympic, why do I keep calling me Olympics? Stop it, Christopher. All three Commonwealth Games with the exception of Wales, which we've got, unbelievably so. And as of recording, still haven't released the video showing even the first one, so I'm keeping this so quiet. Just keeping it so quiet. We are missing DNA. We're missing tons on this page. There's so many I'm not even going to list them all. Just the majority of them. Hopefully, most of the ones that we find today will be new ones. We've got this last page there, which is quite cool. Exciting news though. The next one to fill the book, it was recently released in the Royal Mint's annual summary. 3 million £2 coins were issued for circulation between 2018 and 19. I think it were the years. So, what does that mean? We'll get into that in a little bit, but it means that potentially a new one for this slot very soon to come, hopefully. Without further ado, let's get into this bag. Right then, let's get into it. So, as a recording, we've had mintage figures for 2018. Woohoo! Amazing stuff. How cool is that? So we've got plenty to cover in today's video. What are we looking for then? This is technologies. We don't want technologies. They go straight back to the bank. There's a couple of lower minted years. There's the 2015s that some are die rotated, which I do check for if I spot them. But our first bag, we get a case of the diddlies. So what was I saying about the potential new £2 coin that's coming out, or has gone out? 3 million minted for circulation. Now, well, there we go. Our first commemorative is Brunel's portrait. He's very common though. It was speculated in 2019. Getting my dates mixed up. We got Florence Nightingale here. My favourite circulating £2 coin. It is very common though. I think it was 2019. The VE Day anniversary. Yeah, that would make sense for 2019 then. The 75th anniversary of VE Day. The plan was to have a VE Day strike over the weekend event at the Royal Mint, the Royal Mint experience, but obviously because of lockdown and everything, that all got cancelled. Oh, we've got the Robert Burns one there. This one's slightly over face value, not massively so, and not the nicest condition, but Robert Burns is definitely a coin that I keep. Very nice. So yeah, the big strides towards the VE Day anniversary £2 coin. There was also rumours that that was going to circulation. Abolition of the slave trade here. You can see this has got a texture finish on the inner part, the silvery part of the coin. If you found one with a smooth finish and initials just at the bottom right of the 7, that is an NIFC, which is not intended for circulation, so a coin that was made for collectors, not to be in your loose change out and about. So yeah, the rumour was that some VE Day anniversaries were going to be put into circulation, which I was very, very excited about, because as we all know, the last time we had a circulating £2 commemorative design was the Great Fire of London back in 2016. Now, the Royal Mint releasing that there were 3 million £2 coins struck for circulating purposes makes me and many other people very excited. Obviously, we won't know 2019 mintage figures. 2020. Oh, what year am I talking about? Yeah, 20. Oh, I don't know. Whatever the year is. We won't know the next mintage figures probably until this time next year. We could have it early, but I wouldn't bet on it. But no, mintage figures came out, and ooh, before we get into mintage figures, this is going to be something. What do we reckon? There's the Great Fire of London. Speaking of it, so it is a lovely, lovely design. Really busy, really nice. I'm going to put my phone on silent in a moment. I don't know if you can hear that buzzing. But there we go. Wonderful stuff. Always happy to find a Great Fire of London. But no, we won't know about, unless the Royal Mint decide to release some more information as to what those 3 million £2 coins were. On the flip side, I could have completely misread the little reporty bit. It could have been coins that were issued into circulation in that year, and where we saw the great increase in maybe these Shakespeare's, the Navy Centenaries, the Great Fire of London's, was that 3 million coins that were in their long store that have made it out into circulation. Who knows? But Shakespeare's histories Lovely design. Shakespeare's tragedies has been found to have the wrong edge inscription, so I am checking all my Shakespeare's just in case. So this should say the Hollow Crown, which this one does. There's been no confirmed cases of edge inscription errors on the Shakespeare, other Shakespeare's, but I do check just to be sure. Oh, there we go. Another Shakespeare's history. And this again is the Hollow Crown. It's upside down, but there we go. Hollow Crown. Fair enough. Two of them, pretty cool. Won't complain. I like the Shakespeare set. They're a very popular set. But yes, mintage figures. So the same amount of Paddington's at the Paddington at the Tower and Paddington at the Cathedral. And as you've all seen in one of my previous videos, there's only one way to sensibly differentiate between the two of them, and that is the way the Royal Mint separates them. And on their website, I think you'll notice that Team Tower, Paddington at the Tower, was on top. That in my book sounds like pole position, which means, by the Royal Mint's own definition, Team Tower wins. Brunel's Arch is the achievement at Paddington Station there. That's a very common one, just like Paddington at the Cathedral. Holy Toledo. For those naysayers that said, oh, what about Team Flopsy? Team Flopsy wasn't listed first. Well, they're very different coins, the Beatrix Potters and the Paddingtons. You can't measure every situation by the same yardstick. Totally different boxes of frogs, different animals. Well, definitely completely different animals and creatures in themselves that you have to... there's different measuring sticks, you see. So, poor Bungle. It's now got to wear a kilt to the Royal Mint next time we all go down. So, looking forward to that. In as much as that I can savour my victory. I don't particularly want to see Bungle's legs, but there we go. We've got the Navy Centenary there. That's a lovely coin. One of my favourite coins. And we are keeping trackers for this as well, aren't we? Oh dear, I've already forgotten what we're tracking and what we're not. My apologies. Brunel was one, wasn't it? I'm sorry, I can't recall very well. But this one is a lovely coin. I get very lucky with the Navy Centenaries. And I do add them into my Armada. I've got a whole navy, you see. But this is one of the joys of a brand new book. It's getting used to new counters, because I tend to switch up the counters from time to time when we start new books. Oh, there's a bit of a grotty one. The Acts of Union, again, particularly common. You'll find your fair share of those ones. Don't know. The Team Tower, Team Cathedral is all a bit of fun, especially when you're a winning team, unlike Bungle. Oh. Victory twice in a row. Team Flopsy, Team Tower. We can't have a competition next year though. We've got the VE Day anniversary there. That's the magnanimity one, very common. 2015. Let's see if it's rotated. Nope. And this is the abolition of the slave trade again for the second time. But no, we already have been indicated mintage figures for diversity and Brexit. So Brexit rumoured to be between 7.5 and 10 million. And then the diversity 50p in at 2.5 million. So we aren't going to be able to compete any fun little competition until anything gets circulated this year, potentially. Who knows? The real crying shame was the number of what are they called? Shields. Goodness gracious, that was an awful lot of shields in a year where we had some exceptional 50p coin designs. The choice to then mint that many shields rather than release, say, some Rosalind Franklin 50p's, some Dinosaur 50p's, some oh no, they're 22. I'm getting my years mixed up. But anyway, plenty of other commemorative coins were released in 2019. Like, oh, I'm getting so bad in my memory here. Stephen Hawking was a 2019. Wallace and Gromit, the Snowman. Loads of awesome options that we didn't get. Oh, we've got something here. Another Shakespeare's Histories, Holy Toledo. And again, this is the Hollow Crown. So again, third one, no error. But again, we don't know that there is an error to be had at these, but there's another Shakespeare's Histories. It looks like, nope. Diddly all. You can't be frustrated not finding an error that doesn't exist, but the joy and the elation of finding an error that has not already been found, that is going to be cool. Charles it was a Charles Durr. I was going for Dickens for a moment. Charles Darwin here. This is a particularly common one, but I think it's one we're missing for the book. One that is becoming it would seem scarcer and scarcer to lay your hands on. Not one I see in every £2 coin hunt, at least. But no, it's nice to finally have it done with. We know mintage figures. We're not going to be worried or thinking what's going to be the mintage figures for some time now. We've got another one there. We're going to get more histories? Yep, more histories. And again, this one is a hollow crown. Wow, these Shakespeare histories are going to bankrupt me. I do keep all my Shakespeare £2 coins. Some people are saying they're not over face value. I think the trickiness is that the mintage figures do not have not the definitive on the value of a coin. It obviously is the foundation, is the basis of the valuation of a coin, whether it's going to be over face value or not. Because Benjamin Bunny, obviously, highest minted circulating 50p isn't in a million years going to be over face value. Well, in a million years it might be, but there we go. But the desirability also plays a key factor. So the need, the want, the desire, the enjoyment of that, of especially sets, which the Shakespeare set is. Oh, look at that! What a mess! Fake, dirty, dirty fake. Oh, the Queen's upside down. People commented the last time I found a rotated one that badly that was an Australian £2. It's totally upside down. It looks very odd. The metal looks very odd. It's more prominent on this side. It just looks a bit like weathered. It looks a bit blocky, a bit chunky. It has got the edge inscription though. But the lettering looks a little bit more rounded. But no, definitely fake. The hologram in the middle doesn't disappear. It just sounds odd. Listen to that. Compared to... I don't know if you can tell the difference between there. It sounds odd. But no, that is a particularly bad fake. Really bad beading too. I think it looks like it's been painted too. There we go. Well, we don't find a fake every day. People do ask me what do I do with my fakes. I keep them. I think they're kind of interesting oddities, so I do keep them. I don't think it'd be a good idea to try and spend them. I don't want to do that. Bruno's portrait again. Not again for the... Oh no, it is again. What am I on about? I'm too excited to talk about mintage figures. It's the first time on a video that I'm actually talking about mintage figures. Well, it's 2015. No, not rotated. I don't know, what are we going to do for the next 12 months? Without anything to holler about at each other and wind each other up about. Let's go back to calling Bungle with his fake errors. We've got Brunel's portrait again. I do hasten to add, Bungle and I are very good friends, unless we've fallen out between now and this video going out. VE Day anniversary again. We both wind each other up equal parts, so there's no animosity. It's all in good humour. He's a good friend, I think, unless we've come to blows between now and then, which I don't think would happen. Right, well, all of a sudden we're on to the last bag. Holy Toledo. Well, we've had some good luck, to be fair. We've got a few nice ones. We've got ourselves a bunch of Sherlocks. What are they called? Shakespeare's. But for those who watch this video, you might be interested to know that I've got a Discord server. You can click the link down in the description to come and join that if you're over the age of 13. That's Discord's rules, not my rules. We've got the DNA double helix there. It's a beautiful design, but very common. Alternatively, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and there's the PO box you can write into if you so wish. I'm going to have a quick spy to see what's new for the book. Well, we got 4 new ones for the book. We got DNA on page 1. We've got Charles Darwin and Robert Burns for page 2. Filling that up nicely. Page 3 is the Navy Centenary. And obviously nothing new for the last page because we found both of them already. But Starfind, I always give it to this one. Navy Centenary. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. But do let me know down in the comments what you would pick as your Starfind. I'm always interested to know. And as ever, all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.